de facto, pterodactyl when I'm micro and macro my mind. Why would I try to hide the fact that I'm jacked to be actually naturally high? And I'm that guy with the flashlight, looking back at the track with the black light. How about this? Sample tap, pay attention to wax. You're free to see what that's like. And that's
I don't qualify for this Chumps thing. That's not.
Hey, Chumps is state of mind, Paige.
All right, we've got 9 holes in the books. Our champs at -6 through 9, Chumps at -4 on to hole 10. Paige Pierce has done something special here. This is a great turnover. That should stay in the middle of the fairway. They have no choice but to applaud a shot like that. Oh, and they've done it. They've convinced him to go over again. Simon gonna go huge. That's
That's going to be good.
I don't think it's gonna work. It went a little bit right, but it's not in the fairway. Oh, they like it. They like it. I would say the clapping it may have very little to do with the landing, more to do with just the hang time. To see hang time like that is a rare thing, and it's going to thrill these chumps. And this is a little bit of a laser beam thrown by our first chump. Finds the edge of the fairway. Not much chance of getting up and down from there, but it's not likely to be a big number. Great forehand there. Oh, he loves it, as he should. That's probably center fairway. Johnny Football really leans into one here. This is cutting the corner pretty tight, but if it makes it, it's huge. Yeah. They like it down there. Okay, and look who it is.
They call me the Smash Cousin.
Okay.
Yeah, that works.
Here he is, Kyle Sawtell. Battle of the Eras fame. He's trying that Simon line. It was about half Simon's speed coming out. And there he goes. He's waddling back to the bag. All right. It looks like Simon's hero shot has found the edge of the fairway here. Paige with a bit of an awkward stance. Oh, bad kick. Bad kick. Almost a great shot. And Simon going with a little Anheuser. Wow, that's another really tough kick. It kind of kicked towards the chains initially, but it just floated down a hill. And look at this. Johnny Football with the forehand up the middle has actually outdriven Simon Lizotte. I didn't think it possible. It's a massive forehand from Football, doing what he does best. And now he's going to try to lead the Army. Well, it's not terrible. It's closer than the champs, I think. All right, Kyle Sawtell mumbling something to himself as he gets ready to throw. And boy, has he put some power behind that. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. Here's our third jump. Kind of a business casual look. This would be a great time to stick one close. Oh, man, that was not what he wanted off the tree, but I think Kyle's might be pretty great. here's Paige Pierce from Simon's upshot. At least 50 feet coming out of the woods. Another great effort by her. Stays close to the basket as well on this slanted green. Simon Lizotte, 4 birdie 3. The Chumps are pretty close, folks, so this is a pressure moment. Just low. Good line, just low. He can scarcely believe it. This looks like Kyle's upshot. Really well done, setting football up for a nice top rim and hold the pose. Okay, this is a lot of people to be putting in front of. Not an easy thing to do. But he does it. Great putt, great birdie, and that closes it to a one-stroke battle through 10 holes. This is a lot better golf than I expected to see from these Chumps. They're really doing well. Our Champs are putting on a show, but these Chumps won't go away. Chumps have the tee here on the picturesque 11th. This is coming in with a lot of heat. Takes a couple kicks. I think this is inbounds. This is kind of a very picturesque hole with a little hobbit bridges kind of going over the creek. The creek does play OB, however, so you really need to be careful. This is coming in fast. Watch out, fellow Chumps. I don't know if we had anybody kick that thing to rest. Hopefully we didn't see any foul play there. All right, we got a Chumpette. Always great to see. And it's a bit of a missed line there. She hit a different fairway than she had in mind. All right, Ian. This hole is perfect for him. Can he show something? Wow, they aren't really in a great position. That one shot probably is 10 meters away, maybe 9. I think the Champs are going to put this very close. If they don't get over-aggressive, that would be the one mistake they could make. Think so much about the hole-in-one that they end up getting into this out-of-bounds area. And that is safe. It's quite long, but it is safe. Wow. Here comes Simon. And look at this. This is not the Simon Lizotte we used to know. A beautiful layup play. He hates it, but he ought to love it because he put it right next to the basket. He's got a guaranteed birdie. They were going to have some work to do from Paige's lie. Here's our first jump from about 12 meters. OB behind the basket. And that is straight into the OB. I don't know if they're aware. That's out of bounds and floating away. Very nice try there. Off the cage, easily in bounds. We've seen that one before. Just need to throw a little bit higher. Oh, and Ian, can he prove his worth here? Oh, man, he just on the edge of a very ugly make, but it didn't go in. He almost trickled it in over the rim. Simon disgusted with himself after laying up, but it's a perfect birdie. On to hole 12, that stroke that our chumps worked so hard to earn. On the 10th, they have thrown away, immediately thrown away on one of the shortest holes. Paige goes to that trusty putter again, and this is looking pretty good. Into the fairway. This is a par 4 going uphill the whole way. There is a pond.
I wonder if the pond is clear. Yeah, probably. You just have to like really push the ceiling.
Simon wonders, is it possible to clear the pond in one? It's certainly possible to land in the pond. Which he may have done. I don't know if that had enough to clear it. Our first chump leans into a destroyer here. Results not ideal. Forehand play.
Center cut, baby.
Perfect center of the fairway. About 100 feet off the tee. And Ian, known the world over for his power. Showing it off. That was fantastic. That was really, really good. I don't know what he threw there. Something super flippy, I'm guessing, because that flipped over perfect. And this is pushing the edge, but fighting.
Yeah.
All right, it looks like Simon was out of bounds, so we're going with Paige's lie here. Wide open to the pin, but quite some distance left. Hyzering out a little bit short.
30-footer. Probably didn't help.
And Simon is outright. This is going to finish nicely. Yes, he parks it. Beautiful shot. All right, the chumps are up next. And that's a big hyzer, but it's well short of the pin. Forehand, not likely to yield anything worthwhile from this position. That's going straight up the hill and just fading right.
Brutal.
And here is another hyzer. It's a tough place to be. You have a great lie, but you just have chump power. You don't have that champ energy to get the disc up there around the corner. The hill is brutal. Wow, that was a big rip from Ian, though. That may putt. Nice throw. Ian is really showing off his power this hole. All right, we just got word. I'm not sure if our cameras caught it, but it seems that Simon's drive accidentally hit a person, went in the water, may have cleared on its own. I'm not going to go as far as to say they did on purpose, but dicey situation. Chumps for birdie, and it's home. First putt birdie. Fantastic. Great putt. Here is Paige Pierce. Simon did go a little long, just maybe inside the circle here, but an obstructed lie for their birdie. Beautiful putt there. Like it's absolutely nothing. She puts it in. Hole 13, par 3, 182 feet up a very narrow gap. Paige hits the initial gap, but a little bit heavy on the hyzer. Going to be a little short of the pin. And Simon with a nice turning shot. It's an ace. Perfectly done. There it is. What a shot by Simon. Hits the ace. That is a tough act to follow. Incredible stuff. High fives all around. And Corey, that has to be intimidation. This is not a hole you'd see him miss. He's intimidated by the ace, and he's hitting the first tree. That's tough. Hyzer line. That was pretty cool. A little wide hyzer. Oh no, that tree.
He's the other chump. Yeah.
How'd you get food out of the bag?
Coming over you, Ben.
Oh.
Give the people what they want. It's my line. Simon's here. It's an Annie. You stay right there. Yeah.
Big Annie shot here. Oh, it tries to fight through. Simon Lizotte. A wave to the crowd. At the end of the day, they're still Simon fans. They can boo all they want, but after an ace like that, you got to recognize the man. Great shot by Simon. Here are the Chumps from about 20 feet. Wow, that barely rotated at all. That putt was a absolute wounded duck, but it made it home. Wow. Energy's high here after that hole-in-one. Chumps take a 3-shot lead into hole 14. This is the longest hole in the course and our first par 5. 272 meters, 891 feet. You got to pure it straight up the middle, and then it starts to break way to the right. Oh, what a kick there. Beautiful kick. First chump is away. That's lovely. Over to the left. That's a very nice spot. And there's a nice low shot. Skipping nicely. I don't think it's as good as the first, but it's very good. And Corey looking for a lot of turnover here. He didn't quite get it.
Jump want to get embarrassed a bunch of times on this hole?
Oh, nice rollout. Nice rollout.
Thanks, Chump.
Wow.
Hair come from?
I don't know who this next chump is. This is a new player. Oh, yeah. It's a little right. Wait a minute. That might have been Nate Perkins that just snuck in for a shot. All right, after a fantastic drive from our chumps, they've got their choice of a bunch of options here. One of those options is absolutely a high shot into the woods. That is definitely one of the options. There's still more, though. Let's see if they try a different one. Trial and error is a great strategy when you got 4 players. Straight up high into the woods looks like a fail, and then we're going to go on with the next plan. We've got the forehand flex going in the woods on the other side. That's an interesting correction after the first one. With every passing chump, they have more knowledge about the good spots and the bad spots. Let's see what they do here. Oh, left side, but with the forehand. This is much better. Very promising. And our last chump. Oh, no, he catches some trees. He was going for a big shot. He was looking for a big shot there. All right, champs are up next. Paige Pierce from a tricky lie. Generates a lot of power from that stance. The mark of an explosive player, able to generate a lot of power from that awkward stance. In this situation, maybe a little too much. She looks like she's gone all the way over the fairway and back into the woods. And how much is Simon going to try to bite off here? Obviously, after the hole-in-one, he wants a lot. I think that tree might have saved him in a way. That may have been going a little bit too much. Our champs have found themselves in a tricky spot. Up 3 shots. A simple pitch out may have been enough, but they're always looking for more. It looks like a fantastic recovery shot from Paige. Might not be good enough for a birdie putt, but it's fantastic play. Freeing up this man for another big shot. Simon does not like his options here. He's setting us up here, folks. That's what you say right before you do an incredible shot. It helps to build the drama. He might have been right this time. That is never going to work. That's over the trees and admirable effort, but he was being honest with us for once. That was never going to work. Chumps going with a forehand. It's a little fast. Yeah, that's not ideal. That's going to be a little long of the corner. And here is our next chump. That was going to be a little too long, too, I think. Corey wanted to get aggressive, but he decides to play safe. And he's done it. That's a beautiful shot. And now let's see what Nate's got for us.
I think it's possible in theory. Yeah.
We're talking about,
Just hammer it.
our chumps are talking about theories now.
Yeah, if you just hit it backhand, up, slide it up the dirt on the right side.
I mean, it's at least 2 discs wide. Yeah.
You can't really see it, but I know.
No, it's not there.
I'm still going to try and throw it through it.
It's not there at all.
And Nate is on the way. That looked fantastic. Wow, I'm not sure how close that finished, but I think it might be really close. All right, I think our chumps are in position with a birdie look. Champ's looking to scramble and save par here. Paige with a nice forehand right to the basket. And Simon's got the ace disc back out. He's looking to go for it again. Oh, just a little wide. Wow. And after 2 straight shanks, Nate came through in a big way here, giving him an opportunity to make birdie. Wow.
Good layup.
Nate Perkins with no warm-up is good approximately 1 out of 4 shots.
No pressure, Dave. It's the mini.
Yeah, the mini, sorry.
And we've got a dart sighting here, folks. Wow. It's a great tool, but it's not easy. It's not easy. That's not what this show's about. We don't leave him alone ever. Oh, wow. That was a do or die. If the Chumps squandered that opportunity, there was no way. As it is, they will claw back a stroke on one of the hardest holes on the property. I did not see that coming. Incredible stuff. I've been told that this is Captain Quebec.
This makes it Canadian. It's in French.
Oh, no. It's a proud province. Hole 15 is a short hyzer hole. That was a hyzer, but it didn't get around the tree that it needs to get around. This is just 89 meters. And this is dangerous times for the Chumps. The only way that the Champs miss this birdie is if they accidentally ace this hole. There's no way they walk away with anything worse than a 2. And Ian is playing the inside route, but it could work. Wow. Sometimes a bad line gives a good result. And here is Paige. Perfect hyzer there. Right past the pin. Perfect shot. Simon gets around the tree. Oh, and denied at the last second. Believe it or not, the Champs have got outdriven by Ian, and they have an awkward lie. Some distracting noises in the back of Paige's swing here. That had all the elements of a missed putt. Tricky lie, annoying noises. It's a really tough place to be. Clinging to a 2-stroke lead. Could Simon really miss this? I don't think so. No, he couldn't. Great putt there. They'll keep their advantage. Oh, man, this is a nervy moment for Captain Quebec. He was hoping they weren't going to call on him here. Wee. Beautiful. Birdies for both teams and on to the 16th. A very straight ahead shot. And this is a fantastic kick, but then undone by a second kick. It didn't deserve to get there in the first place, so probably better that it didn't. Or second chump. Oh, that is a disaster there. A little bit early.
That's for not jumping in the water.
All his weight stays on the back foot. That was sky bound either way. It didn't matter if there were no trees around. That was not me anywhere close. And there's a little bit of a hyzer shot. And this is a really important moment because, again, this is not a hole that Champs are going to miss. They have a 2-shot lead, just 3 holes to play. Nobody better to have on the tee than Ian. Oh. And that's not great. That's not great.
Champs still got to play.
But they're so used to the Champs having the box.
Champs could absolutely slam the door here.
Champs throw and walk. That's what we do. You know?
To go up by 3 with just 2 to play, I mean, that is a big mountain to climb. Yeah, and that's pretty fantastic. Well, it's pretty long, actually. She crushed that. Wow.
Yes!
He goes with the Simon twirl into an absolute park job. That was one take. That's YouTube video stuff. I know we're making a YouTube video, but that's like trick shot video stuff. He did it for us right here, unannounced. Ever the showman, Simon Lizotte. Wow. Wow. There are a lot of adjectives in the English language, but sometimes a simple one is just right, and this is just sad to see the chumps here on a hole that is this chump friendly. This is an absolutely pathetic effort to be in this spot. But maybe they could save it. That's a decent try. This is really... You could go down in history making a shot like this. Oh, man. Not time for layups. Not now, please. That's great. Beautiful shot there. That was really, really special. Nearly put it in. Come on, Ian. Just a little wide, and I'm sad to say they're going to drop to a 3-stroke deficit with 2 to play. They're not easy holes, though. Maybe the Champs get greedy. If there were ever 2 players that were sort of needlessly aggressive in sort of strange moments, it'd be these 2, in my opinion. So you never know. They could kind of get drunk on the chance of getting an ace, making a huge putt, make a big mistake, but likely that's not going to happen as we see the Champs tap in for birdie here to take a 3-shot lead. These are going to be tough times for these Chumps walking out these last few unless they can really make some magic happen. Hole 17, par 4.
Sorry.
Paige is going to upgrade. She's going to get a little more aggressive. Go to the mid. Some unlucky hits there. Simon's going to hit the same one. And maybe could this hole, the Champs up by a bunch of strokes, but they cannot take their feet off the gas, and they may pay big time. The Chumps power through. That goes easily double the distance of a Champ shot today. On this hole, anyway.
Is it really flippy?
Okay. Wow.
Not much more flippy now.
It can only do so much, though.
Someone's sunglasses?
His, he just threw.
All right, Ian up next. And that's kind of sneaking through. Wow, and a good skip as well. And this needs to get over stable in a hurry. All right, let's see what we've got. Paige up first here. Tricky lie yet again. And that could be a nice redirection.
Oh!
That was very nice. Simon is through as well.
Silky.
Tricky lie here. Chumps are in some mud. At least one layer deep into the rough. Touchy little forehand shot. Oh, wow. Almost made that. Unbelievable. That might have gone pretty far downhill, though.
This guy looks like the caddy from Happy Gilmore.
Mm-hmm. And Here's another forehand. This is a little bit softer, laying up. Good shot there. Oh no. Early tree there. They have a decent shot, but they're not as close as they could be. I think it's still important to focus here for Ian. And this is pretty short. It's going to be a putt. Sick of waiting around. Is going to tap in for a birdie 3 after frankly terrible drives. Paige saves them with an amazing upshot. Clearly the Chumps' turn, but they were just taking forever. Paige doesn't have time to wait. All right, and here is the birdie putt for the Chumps after a lot of deliberation, as usual. They've settled on this lie, and wow. If you ever want to strike fear into your partners, just fire one way past the basket on the first shot. That'll make them think, make them worry about going long, and miss one low. After they miss one low, the next guy gets a little worried and hits the band. No, unless it's Ian. Unless it's Ian. What am I thinking? He's never missed a putt that I can remember in Champs vs. Chumps history. He's the cleanup hitter. Just one hole left. Hole 18, par 5, 247 meters. Champs have a 3-shot lead. If Paige puts this through the middle into the green grass, I got to think, even with that late hit, the match is going to be very tough to come back. They would have to have an implosion here, and that pretty much sets them up for at least a decent second. Simon, one last chance to go huge.
Oh, so close. Uh-oh. Take 2. They have no idea.
There it is. Back into the center. Not what he was looking for, but it made it back to the center.
Yeah.
You got a chance? Go ahead.
No, you. Just standing there.
Wow, and the Chumps are not done yet. Playing for pride here. I mean, a birdie on a hole like this for 4 Chumps, that is something you're going to remember for a long, long time. A birdieing a hole like this is almost impossible at their level, and to do it here on TV, wow.
Oh, go.
Yeah, we got to make sure he doesn't get discouraged. They're going to need that big arm later on this hole. They got to keep their chins up here.
This hole brought to you by Ace Runners.
And football, one last crush. They're gonna want that first one. That was perfect. Paige Pierce, first up from Simon's Drive on the par 5. little bit early.
Courtesy clap? It's a Canadian clap? Sorry. Sorry.
And Simon. There's not two players in the game more incapable of throwing a layup than these two. This is a massive drive by this chump. Really amazing. He's got a destroyer loaded up now too. Oh, thinks better of it. Back to the bag, and he grabs a putter. What is happening in your head when you're like, destroyer or Nova? I don't know which to choose. He chooses the Nova, and that's well done. I don't know what he was thinking he was going to get done with a destroyer from there. I really like the play. Into the middle. Got to put the team on your back sometimes when you got the hot hand, and then let these guys fire their destroyers, whatever. And that is a bit of a thrower. Third. Quick release there. And we've got Corey. Not a great opportunity to be super aggressive, but I bet he's going to try to find a way. Absolutely he does. Kind of a little cut roller back to the woods again, but, I mean, you might as well. Four players. It's not bad. Here's Paige from the edge of the woods throwing their third. And that's perfect.
Nice shot.
Great throw. Simon going for a super aggressive flex shot here.
Come on.
Doesn't quite finish for him. I like the idea. Nicely done. 2017 Sexton Fire, but this guy's throwing the drive and the upshot. He's looking to set up a solo birdie here. And he's done a pretty good job of it. Wow. What I wouldn't give to throw shots like that in the tournament. Incredible stuff. He's right there. Corey.
That was really Corey.
Wow. Some suspect foot position there. I mean, Chumps nearly thought about a foot fault call, but sportsmanship was too good. They decided not to.
Skip up.
Skip.
Wow. Here is Simon. Has a birdie look. 35 meters.
Money.
And wow. Paige throws the wide hyzer right to the pin, and that's going to do it, folks. Great shot. They're going to just lose one stroke here, I think, if the Chumps are as close as I think they are. Valiant effort by the Chumps, though. Paige 4 par and the win. There it is, and she's undefeated in both of her appearances in Champs vs. Chumps, not even as much as a tie. And that is a solo birdie. That was incredible. He got it up here and got the 4 all by himself, beating Simon Lizotte and Paige Pierce on his own. I mean, you don't see that very often. Incredible stuff. That's a 2-stroke win for our Champs. Good battle out here today. Fantastic course. Such a pleasure to be here on PEI. I'm not sure which one you're supposed to say. Prince Edward Island. Fantastic place to be. Really happy to get the chance. And what an army of chumps here. You got to hand it to them. They really brought the energy. It's not an easy thing to beat those two. I try to make it sound like maybe they could do it, but it's long odds. These guys are fantastic players. All right, we got the champs here. What a round, 13 under to 11 under. How do you guys feel?
Pretty good. We threw some good shots, saw ace, and it was fun.
Yep, sorry.
Yeah, I mean, it's awesome just playing on this awesome property, this amazing course. And it was fun, but I need some time to recover from all the shots I had to watch now. It was some chumps out there. I liked it.
Two moments that stand out to me. That putt towards the water. How was that?
Good.
I agree. That's really good. I mean, staring down 45 feet straight at the water, I'm surprised. I mean, not really surprised you ran it. I think Ian and I were talking. You may be the most aggressive putter in the world, man or woman. So, fantastic putt, making that shot. And then the ace. That was pretty cool. P2?
Yeah, my P2 I've had for a lot of years. It's very, very straight for a P2. And, I mean, I couldn't dream of any better stage than Champs versus Chumps to get it.
I agree with that. You guys, congratulations. Can't wait to see you for the next one. Paige, you're undefeated. That's good. That's good company. There's nobody else can say they're undefeated in Champs versus Chumps. I guess Ricky could say, and Simon, but they've only won once, so you're the only one undefeated with 2 wins. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. Champs vs. Chumps 8 from Prince Edward Island. We had a great time. Happy to be here, and we'll catch you for the next one. And Simon with a nice turning shot. It's an ace. Perfectly done. There it is. What a shot by Simon. Hits the ace. That is a tough act to follow. Incredible stuff. High fives all around.
Out of facto, pterodactyl when I'm micro. When I try to hide the fact that I'm jacked to be actually naturally high. And I'm that guy with the flashlight, looking back at the track with the black light. How about this? How about that? Pay attention to wax your